Thou Podcast.
Hey,
number one, official one.
number one.
The first slutty one because our cherries were popped.
Yeah, okay. Sure, that's a metaphor.
No. Please keep listening to this.
Yeah. After that terrible metaphor.
After that, yeah. So how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I just went on a hike.
Yeah.
Might do some yoga, and then I'll probably smoke a joint.
In that sequence?
Yeah, I'm in BC man now.
You're
So
full, I was
exactly.
just gonna say that's full Vancouver boy.
I had to do it. I'm here. I did it. I might buy a condo. Hey, you bought a condo.
I did buy a condo.
There you go. See, you're there too.
I am.
You're a BC boy now.
I am a BC boy. It's the housing market. It's just, you ride that wave. You ride the inflation and the deflation and the conflation. I don't know are those things that happen?
Those are all very
the market sours
terms. Yeah,
like grapes.
That's right.
And then you step
and you
on
make
it
wine out of that
with your feet.
Yeah,
by doing a lot of open houses.
That's
I don't know.
an investment, dude.
So yeah, how was your hike? Your hike was good. It was fresh.
It was good. You went on the exact same hike I went on. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
This is the one main reason I moved back to Vancouver, because I find like not to bash Vancouver, but the city culture here is kind of whack. But the nature is glorious, and nothing can compare. Like Montreal cannot compare to the nature of BC.
No, it's
Facts.
yeah, 100. It sounds terrible. Like it's you're like you become a snob. Basically, you're born a snob. You're born a geography snob.
I kind of felt like that. So like in Montreal, I used to go there and be like, I guess this is nature.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
This is Mount Royal. This is your mountain. This is your mountain, people.
It's like, you've never seen a mountain. Get out of here.
Huh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or even the woods. I don't know. But what do you expect? I guess it's like a metropolis, a dense city metropolis. You're not going to have like, you're not going to have pristine nature at your footsteps.
No. Here's like it's not like here. Here's like it's like a hyperbolic like description of nature.
Yeah.
Right? It's totally just the extreme jagged edge.
It's just glorious natural beauty, man. It's like incomparable for realsies, though. Like I'm like stunned when I came back here. I couldn't believe it because it had been so long. And now that's all I do. I work 15-hour days every day.
The window.
I go to work, come home, go to sleep, and then on my weekend I just go. Yeah, I stare out the window.
Stare out at vistas.
A pine, tears roll down my eyes.
Oh, the beauty. That's good though, man. I mean, yeah, you get snobby too. You totally get snobby about it. Like you talk to people like, "Oh, I'm from Winnipeg," and you're like, "Oh, that's too bad."
Yeah,
I've never been to Winnipeg. I'm sure it's a lot, but you automatically like, "Oh, unfortunate."
Yeah, anywhere. Saskatchewan. No, I mean, no offense to all these people, but Manitoba were the worst. Yo.
Well, good thing you're here, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're from Thunder Bay. Well, welcome.
Well, welcome to a better place.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to our mild weather.
Yeah, I was also noticing that, like, I think, Montreal's got the old European vibe, which is, like, got a charm to it.
Yeah.
But Vancouver's all, like, new and glass, and I used to find that really annoying, but it's actually kind of got, like, a futuristic vibe to it now, too. Like Blade Runner almost,
Yeah,
like just glass
instead
towers.
of cyborgs, it's just, like, plastic surgery.
It's just fucking
like,
Lululemon and parkas and fucking Starbucks cups and David's teacups. Got to say that I'm not like super into the aesthetic vibes of the people.
Oh, dude,
here,
it's
though.
the worst place. It's the worst.
It's one of the worst. Like the hippie raver like vibe, like style is like one of the wackest, I think, and it's so prevalent here. I know it's like it was big in Montreal, but it seemed like it was like tucked away in its little corner.
What do you mean by hippie raver though? What's that?
Like,
what is that?
The other day. Were you there? Okay, the other day we saw that guy walk by with like rainbow pants, and it was like, oh, those pants are pretty cool. And then he had like a little bag that was like sort of rainbowy too, like just multicolor. And then on top it was like this earth tone sweater and like some kind of like white dread vibe. And I was like, oh,
you know what?
You're almost there.
That makes my freak flag fly at half mast.
That's right, limp. Yeah,
just
drooping.
In memorandum to such a terrible outfit.
They were almost there. That's what I'm saying.
You want to, but the thing is, it's like, is free expression a good thing?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you want your kids, like, when like people are like, oh, my kid goes to school dressed as Batman, and you're like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But when an adult,
then you see that.
Yeah, like,
you're like, some people shouldn't get to do what they want to do.
Conform, bro.
Yeah.
Just conform, just a bit, dude. Just a bit. Conform
just slightly.
A bit.
I guess, okay, this is where the beef really comes in, is whereas, and I don't like comparing Montreal and Vancouver because they're very different, but I have to. But it's like, there's more variety there, and the spectrum is larger. Whereas like here, it's like kind of like repeat of a lot of the same things, and it's not the best.
I just think that, like, I think that Montreal is just they get away with stuff, like, or people, but people just look nicer too. Like they even
put more
old guys,
effort in, and they're willing to go a little wild. Whereas here, it's like a lot of like hiking gear shit, like Patagonia or like North Face, and that's just what it is. Like I'm gonna look like that soon. I'm talking the smack right now, but I'm gonna be fucking wearing Lululemon tights, some kind of North Face jacket, probably
a flannel,
some Uggs, like it's
Gore-Tex,
gonna happen to me.
Gore-Tex.
I'm saying this right now, so please, someone talk sense into me in the future. When I'm looking like that.
But that's the thing, though, man. You always gotta be prepared for a hike, man. You always gotta be ready to go, bro.
I'm feeling that more than ever, my friend.
Yeah, dude. If you just dress like exactly. If you're just gonna, you gotta manifest that. If you want to be a person who goes and does yin yoga on the top of a mountain, you have to look the part.
Be prepared.
Fake it until you make it.
That's it, man. I want the fucking Lululemon Zentai suit.
What's the Zentai suit?
You never seen a Zentai suit?
I've never seen a Zentai suit.
Okay, it's like this Japanese
it's like a
cultural
hentai
thing.
Suit?
No, I'm pretty close. It's like, imagine a full body tight suit. Even your head is covered with no eye holes. It's just completely.
Dude, that's a kink. Isn't that like a certain kink? I've seen that.
Kinky. Yeah.
No, but that's straight up like a latex, like complete. That's totally a kink. I'm so sorry, people. And if I should have asked.
Kink community.
Yeah. Dude, that's straight up. Yeah. That's the thing where you get like completely wrapped in something, and then
well, that's its own thing.
Somebody sits on your face.
I was reading, like, when I got into Zentais, for some reason I got into this weird subculture. Not personally doing it, but I read a lot about it, and I'd read interviews, and like people in Japan, I guess they have like a lot of, from what I gather as an outsider, they have a lot of pressure on them societally to like achieve and all this kind of stuff. And this person in this interview was saying that she liked being in this Zentai suit because when she went to this bar to socialize, it was a Zentai bar, those preconceived notions weren't there. You didn't have to like prove who you were or what your status or class was. You were just anonymous, and then you could be who you want to be. That's kind of a trippy vibe, though, don't you think?
You could also be ugly as fuck.
It's true. It's on what's on the inside that counts in the Zentai world.
It's kind of like a mobile glory hole suit. That's what I'm wearing.
No, there's no holes. That's the thing.
What? Oh, man.
Exactly.
There's no holes.
No, this is just pure soul-to-soul connection, man.
I got to just get off that base shit then.
What do you mean?
Just the base depravity.
Yeah,
I just wanted to cut my whole...
You just want your wiener hanging out.
I just want the old...
like,
or my taint, if you listen to the last episode.
Your little prong. Yeah, man.
That's crazy. I mean...
Self-expression. I mean, we'll do whatever you want.
But it's like self-expression by having no expression? I remember watching the Transformers movie that came out and loving it. And then when I was like 22 and a fucking nerd, I realized like Leonard Nimoy was in it.
Orson Welles.
Orson fucking Welles.
That was his last movie, I think.
Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
Was in it. Leonard Nimoy, who plays Spock. Eric Idle from Monty Python. Weird Al Yankovic was in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. Like, and I would just like, that was my party like topic. No wonder I didn't get laid in my 20s.
Did you know that
Have you ever watched Have you ever watched Transformers the movie? Well, let me tell you.
The guy from Star Trek, Leonard Nimoy, was in it.
Well, if you like both Star Trek and Monty Python, hold on to your butts. And
that's chief nerddom, yeah.
Yeah. It's still kind of cool, though. It's just, it's funny how fucked up that is, the fact that a show made by Japanese people to sell toys about robots that turn into cars and jets was Orson Welles' last movie.
Yeah.
That's the mind trip.
That's what happens when you get blacklisted, man.
He got blacklisted?
Yeah, you don't remember that? From Citizen Kane, he got blacklisted.
Why did he get blacklisted from Citizen Kane?
Because who's the guy? Hearst? What's the guy's name? Some famous, the guy he was basically made a satire movie out of. That's what Citizen Kane is a satire on like a rich like newspaper magnate. Magnate, is that the word?
Yes.
And then after that, since he was so powerful, he basically got Hollywood to be like, don't give this guy any jobs anymore. And then he didn't. Like, he had to like fight for these little small things here and there, but he basically got like, his career was fucked because of that movie.
Maybe Hearst blacklisted him because this is a deep cut conspiracy.
Okay. Open that brown eye again.
Exactly. Yeah. This is where I'm going. Because Orson Welles one day in Hollywood caught William Hearst in the same brothel engaging a prostitute in the act of rosebudding,
which is
when your anus from anal sex prolapses.
Oh, okay.
It falls out.
All right, no more. Say no more.
Okay, hey man, I wasn't there. That was
okay.
That was hers. Orson Welles puts Rosebud in the movie as a sled. How he needs his rosebud. Yeah. William Hearst is obsessed that it has a rosebud fetish.
Okay, don't say rosebud anymore either. But yes, I'm getting it. I'm following.
And he knew he was gonna get fired. So Orson Welles, when he's dying and he's calling out for his rosebud, he knows his career is dying. But due to him catching Hearst in the act of rosebudding, boom,
bam,
boom.
That was it. It was too deep. Yeah, it was too real.
Deep state Hollywood. Illuminati shit.
They're into some crazy shit,
dude.
Man. We all know this.
Into eating babies, into rosebudding. It's wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
Is that kind of part of the fecal fiber movement? I guess even too. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's all tied in.
No, I don't think Hearst. I think Hearst was anti. That's why, man. That he wanted people to rosebud and block themselves up. He wanted to collectively destroy our assholes.
Yeah.
Therefore, from blocking any further, the self-realization that human beings around the world can provide their own goods and services through their own fecal fiber.
Pulling yourself by your bootstraps, basically.
Or pulling yourself up by your prolapse butt.
No more of that. Jesus Christ.
Hey, no kink shaming. If you enjoy that act and you're safe.
Yeah, just keep it to yourself. Don't even talk about it to anybody. Just swallow that and push it down deep.
Push it back in.
Yeah, oh God. Yeah.
No love. No hate. No kink shame.
Sure. That one maybe is allowed.
So that's where you personally draw the line? Or is there rosebudding?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Do you think it's worse than?
Yo, I would like to get off the topic almost.
Almost?
Let's say what you're saying and then.
No, that's good. I'll finish.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to go deep state into the nastiness, but we can
segue. Shit.
No, it's okay. We don't want to lose the 5 followers we have.
Yeah, exactly.
So
There's
he got
some lines.
But he got blacklisted because he was he making fun of it? Was he like, oh, Hearst is a bitch? Like,
I have to rewatch the movie, but basically it just shows what like an empty life being a rich person is. Like you work really hard and then you just sort of have this big empty home and you're just sort of a hollow shell of a person, which is true.
And that was such an allegory though for back then.
Yeah, exactly.
He was right. Like that was getting out of that was post-depression.
Yeah, and I think that's why it hit so hard is because he was like one of the first people maybe to throw it in your face. Yeah. And then they're like, well, you're trying to do this? Like, you're not working anymore.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh, man. Yeah. I thought it wasn't because it was personal. Well, he wasn't a communist.
Oh, no. Orson Welles? No.
No. That's good.
Man, anyway, let's not even go down politics lane again. Just the whole idea of like communists and socialists and like ruining people's lives over it is like so silly.
Well, it was an actual there was an actual fear, like the fear of that. That was a tangible fear back then. Like the Soviet Union was literally trying to infiltrate.
Still are.
Yeah, they still are. I've seen Rambo
never
2.
Ended.
They're still there. The war's never ended.
Rambo 2? Yeah, exactly.
Those Russians still in the jungle? Was there even Russians in Vietnam? I don't think there actually was, like literal Russians. They just tried to throw Russians in there. He'll go to Vietnam, and there'll be Russians there, so he has to go there. But they ends up killing a bunch of Vietnamese people anyways. It's not like they have to justify him killing bad guys because they're not at war with Vietnam anymore, so they put Russians in because he kills those Russians, and then he just like blows up an entire village with explosive arrows. So he's still.
I've never seen it, but
you've seen Rambo 2?
No, I haven't. I've just seen the first one.
Oh, okay. Well,
I've seen Hot Shots Part 2.
Arguably a better movie.
Yeah.
The scene where he puts his hands into all the M&Ms and the caramel where he's going to have the fight. I like good spoof movies, man. They don't do a good spoof movie anymore.
No, there's not like the dumb satirical slapstick anymore. Like
I think Scary
Naked
Movie
Gun
killed it.
Or Scary Movie. Yeah, maybe.
I think Scary Movie killed it.
Scary Movie was too like poo-poo caca cum like jokes. It was kind of gross.
Yeah.
It was a little like the slime territory, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Whereas like Naked Gun was the kind of like family heartwarming comedy stuff, like slapstick shit, you know?
I knew the Scary Movies were really bad when they had that Rosebud scene in Scary Movie 5. They went too far. The Wayans went way too far.
They did, yeah.
But hey, you got to push boundaries.
Exactly. You're just kind of like giving a small niche. It's like Day in the Sun, if you know what I mean.
Wow, which one was Day in the Sun?
I don't know, the one with the rosebudding? I don't know, just talking shit.
Scary Movie 5, Day in the Sun?
Yeah. You gotta... No. You gotta tan that rosebud.
Yeah, how would that work? I don't know about
This can't be the Rosebud episode.
This is the Rosebud episode. This is literally, you just called it.
It's just a gross thing to even think about.
But we can do it, yeah. The body's the body, man. Bodies are gross.
They are. They're disgusting, actually.
Mastication?
Yeah.
Just
if I could be like a brain in a jar, I would.
Well, again, plastic surgery, just keep going, man. Just keep going.
Yeah. Instead of adding and adjusting, just subtract.
Just put my consciousness in a mannequin. I don't even want to move, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want to be one encased polymer.
Because then all you could then you could just
plastic.
think for the rest of your life.
Just
do you really need to do
all the
physical
shit you've done.
Exactly.
You don't need to. I already do that. Just separate the need to crap.
Have you ever seen RoboCop 2 when he's just like a brain with two eyes and a jar and a spine? Like that's what I want to be. And then you just like watch information and think about it.
Yeah.
Don't even participate. Think about how much you'd save on rent if you were just a brain in a jar.
Yeah.
You and like 20 people or roommates, all brains in jars, you know? You could just rent a 1-bedroom apartment.
And just
bachelor even.
You'd be hooked up to
you'd have like one person that came in and like did stuff. Like moved the TV or whatever.
Man, there'd be a lot of like abuse though of like brain jars. People would be stealing from them. Yeah, man, that's like taking elderly abuse and putting it to a whole nother level.
But do you think
it's like
do you think a brain in the jar has like keys and some loose change on the counter? He's like, hey, don't take that, but I can't say anything. All I could do is watch you take it. I can't even say anything.
It's like his little voice, like my Ming vase. Yeah. Leave that. That was in the family. No, stop, please.
That's an urn of my burnt carcass.
Stop.
I've kept that for myself.
My war bonds. Stop.
My fine china.
Yeah,
exactly. I don't know.
No, you'd have to have like robots patrolling. You
like Arthur, like your little dust person.
Exactly. The Roomba. Where's Arthur at? Oh, he's sleeping.
Let's all admit that the Roomba does nothing.
The Roomba doesn't. It's. I don't want to say it too loud because Tina's in the other room, but it is purely a psychosomatic.
Yeah, you like
robot.
Watch it function, and you're like, it's doing something, and it makes you kind of feel like it is, but it's not actually.
It literally is just one of those crappy droids in Star Wars that's in the background moving around in a circle.
Yeah, that just keeps hitting the same wall like 10 times. Yeah.
Not good. Well, you're inheriting this place, though. I think we'll take Arthur, but...
Yeah, so the new news is I came here to live with Mark and his girlfriend Tina, and I was a roommate of his. Then he bought a place. He bought a condo. Now he's leaving, and I'm taking this place over, which is further entrenching me in my life in Vancouver, which I thought was more of a surface-level abandoned ship at any moment. But now I'm getting locked in. Yeah, exactly.
You're stuck.
I never thought I'd be a Vancouver person again, but here I am.
I mean, it's beautiful. Look at these vistas. Look at these windows, bro.
It's good. It's nice. It is quite gorgeous. It's
yeah,
gorgy. It's a nice change.
It is gorgy, man. You went on a friggin' gorgy hike, ate some Persian food.
Dude, 6 years in Montreal, glorious place, but I'm really enjoying myself here.
Yeah, man. Yeah. What's your favorite part?
The hiking, the yoga, and the weed.
The hiking, the yoga, and the weed. And
the fucking Vancouver trifecta.
It's almost like Vancouver's such a weird place that you need the yoga and the weed to relax, and then you have to get out of the city. So it's actually nothing about the actual physical city.
That's what's up. Like exactly. Okay, so we live off of Commercial Drive, and in the distance you could see the Vancouver skyline, and that's as far as I want to get to it, or as close as I want to get to it. I want to see it in the distance and never go to it.
Yeah, it's like Lord of the Rings, and it's just like Mordor.
Yeah,
it's right there.
No thanks.
Like, I'm not going there.
No. Then you look over to your right, and there's like a fucking gigantic mountain, and you're like, well, I'll just go there.
That's true. It's a weird city in that sense. The actual city's bonkers.
Yeah, what I like about it is that you could just avoid the city part of it.
It is a good part.
Yeah.
And you can still eat all the food you want.
Yeah, like the most amazing food, cheap.
Man, hell yeah. The worst service. Remember that place? Remember the Chinese place we went down the street? And we were like in the middle of ordering, and she just walked away for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then came back and was like, "Go sit down." And we're like,
and then she tried to give us our bill, and we're like, "We haven't even finished ordering."
Yeah. Can we order, please? I went there I phoned today actually to get a pickup, and the phone wasn't very it was a choppy phone, but like she literally answered and was like, Like, hello? And I was like, can I get an order for pickup? And I said what I wanted. And she's like, that's it? And then hung up the phone. And I just blinked like 20 times trying to figure out if I actually had an order to pick up.
I got to ask, though, was that it?
It was it. No, she knew.
So she was right.
Oh, no. No, and this is the thing. Like, nothing is more satisfying and perfect about Vancouver food experience than like a rude waitress at a Cantonese restaurant.
Yeah.
It's just like the ultimate dine-in experience for Vancouver. Like, we already have a reputation for having like unfriendly people, bad servers, but like going to a place that you're gonna go drop $10 on like delicious crispy pork or like duck or squid with some noodles and the people just do not give a shit that you're their customer.
I kind of feel like that's respectable though, because it's like,
great.
What am I there for?
Yeah,
I'm there for the food. I'm not there to talk to this person.
The food.
As long as they get the shit done in a very fast manner, then that's all that matters.
Yeah, I got there and she literally she ignored me, was drinking water. She washed her hands. She was like arranging stuff, and then I think she drank more water, and then she turned to me and was like, yes. And she's right at the till with my order, and I just waited. I waited, and I tipped 15% because that shit is delicious. Yeah. It's been in my family for 2 generations, the fact that we go there. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I love it. I love the fact that there's no, like, bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's like anything that is annoying about eating at, like a white person food place, like a diner or like a brunch spot where, like a table service heavy place is out the window. Shout out to people that I know who are servers and work in the service industry. Good. I hope you guys get a million tips.
Please
but
get out while you can.
But sometimes you just want food. You don't want fake. You don't want somebody being nice to you to
get money.
To get money.
That's also kind of a weird state of capitalism, is that you have to like kind of
the service industry.
Yeah, like you have to put on like a happy face and just be like, please like me, so you give me 20%.
But it's the unwritten. It's like a social agreement. It's a social contract we've all agreed to in this part of the world.
That's why they should just include tips in the price at the end. It should be part of the bill, 20%. Because then
20, I think like 15. It should be a 15.
I'm a 20%er. I'm a 5%er.
You're 5%er.
Yeah, like the Nation of Islam. Anyway, no, I think it's like, because then you could be like hella nice, and then a rich douchebag just doesn't want to tip you what what the kind of service you gave them.
Yeah.
When they're very capable of doing it, and it's like you're gonna leave the option in the customer's hand when then you don't have to put the pretense on too hard. You could just be a good worker. I don't know.
I agree. I think 20 is just a little too high. I think it should be an automatic 15%, and then if you want to tip more, you can.
Sure, okay. Or you know what?
Because if you're constantly getting 15%, right, and that's just written into the cost, then people will just accept that.
Yeah.
Because you should tip 15% minimum.
Too true.
That's like the 10% is a little too low, unless it's like coffee.
I always do $1 when I'm like taking out. For some reason, I just keep it at $1. I don't really know why, but if I
even if you're spending
somewhere,
$30 worth of stuff,
yeah,
because
I just came and picked it
that's
up.
Like,
and left.
Dude, that's like 2% or 5%.
Like,
I'm bad at math. That's like way lower.
But this is, hear me out though, because like I'm picking it up and leaving, so I'm just showing up and paying for the food, which they're making money off of, and then I'm leaving. But if I'm sitting down, then I'm getting service. That's why I'm tipping.
I'll tip 10 to 15% takeout.
I should almost be thanked profusely for giving that $1 when I get the pickup.
Dude, you're going out of your. That's literally gratuitous. You're paying a gratuity of $1.
Exactly.
You're making.
I walked here, man. You didn't bring it to my house.
That's true. They should be paying you to go get their food.
I should show up and they should give me $5.
Yeah. And $40 worth of the food.
Exactly. Maybe even that's free.
Yeah.
Because I came.
No. And you saw. But yeah, don't be nice. All the servers, you guys should start being rude. Everybody we know who's a server, just be mean. Just be a mean server.
I would almost tell you to quit.
But how are we gonna get? Where are we gonna go? I guess we don't eat in those places, really.
Yeah, not really.
I don't really need $20 on French toast.
Yeah, or some like shredded fucking hash browns.
Yeah, and let's be honest. And I love breakfast, but breakfast spots are bullshit, guys. Let's keep it real. Breakfast restaurants are bullshit.
It should be like $5 for like a basic breakfast. Or $7.
I was a cook in a breakfast spot in multiple ones. You're fucking eggs. You're just frying eggs. Like, you're frying eggs and bacon and like hash browns.
Get off your fucking high horse, man.
Get off your, like, Béarnaise sauce. No, hollandaise sauce. Not even Béarnaise sauce. Hollandaise sauce. Wow. Great. You know how to poach an egg.
Yeah.
chef.
You should go to a Zentai bar and think about your life.
That will. I think I think servers at brunch spots should only wear Zentai suits.
I 100% agree. Yes.
Because nothing is worse than people at your table flirting with a server while you're just trying to get a drink information.
Totally. Plus all the objectification of the servers as they wander around and you're like there staring at them and you're just like, just take that off that's what you do. I see you over there. I see you with darting eyes.
It depends if one's a cutie or not. I mean,
often are, but that's, I don't know.
I know, but I'm nice though. I'm nice and respectful. And I don't flirt. Like, I want my food. That's the thing. Like,
they're fucking working, man.
They're working.
Yeah, exactly.
I was on a table where it was funny because it was the two ladies just flagrantly hitting on this other server. And she was like, at first she was stoked. She got she was actually cool. She got us shots. Like, she gave us free shots, a round of shots and blah, blah, blah. But the drunker they got, they almost became the dudes. Like, they got total like, hey, and just kind of kept like keeping her at the table. Mm-hmm. And it was just like,
can you see it wearing on her, or was she into it, the server?
At first she was into it, and then it was kind of like, all right, okay. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
This was fun.
Go. This was fun.
I'm actually at work. You're just sitting here. You're a customer.
It was kind of cute though, because it was like, oh, you guys are being objectifying and kind of, and like your guys are kind of being out of bounds a bit.
That's why that shit is weird. Like, even like with coffee spots, it's like one time I almost gave this one barista my number, and then I was like having this weird internal conflict, being like, is this right to do? Like, she's at work, and I'm just like coming at her. In her where she can't leave, you know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't like two customers where it's like I give that and she could be like, I'm piecing or whatever, stick around. She's trapped behind the counter, and it's like, now here I am like giving this thing, you know what I mean?
And like who knows, like, and like people are so bad in I love everybody who works in customer service because I wish they were getting paid six figures. Like, they should be all getting an upgrade because the emotional stress of dealing with wieners is like,
some people don't leave. Like, you try to get them to leave and they just won't leave. And then you are at work, so you can't leave. So then you're just stuck in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's hard, man. You got to deal with people and be nice.
It's one of the worst jobs.
But also at the same time, you know, sexual tension with baristas, that's part of being a millennial. It's like going to having your crush, having your barista crush. Oh my God.
Get the espresso and then you chat it up.
Make a little eye contact, little chitty chat, little laughy laugh. And it's totally cool. Little chuckle.
Yeah, I mean,
but there always comes to a point, though.
But so you're one person having that experience. How many of those experiences does she have a day?
Exactly.
You get to like walk in, walk out, and you're like, I'm done.
Even if it's
she has to do it with the next person.
Exactly.
You know, like
exactly, and that's what makes it weird because I think most of us have been in situations where you're talking to a server, you kind of get like a little rapport, and then. It could be like a legitimate, like, you know, a little bit of a flirty thing and fun and for whatever reason, but it's just like, it's such not time and the place. It's exactly. Like, and then you're like, damn, if we were at a party or if we were at somewhere else, it's like, I totally would have just talked to this person, sussed them out.
Part of her job is talking to you.
Got their number or been like, or tried to, you know, but then you develop that at a place of business and you're like, oh, thanks for my matcha, see ya, and then just like leave, right? Or go and sit down and just like you even might wave them goodbye, but it's just like it kind of becomes trapped in that commodity pit.
Well, she's at work.
Yeah.
Part of her job is talking to you and making you feel welcome, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not saying that there can't be the possibility of like actual interest beyond that, but stuck. Stuck in that situation.
And I mean, flirt. I mean, there's one thing being flirty, but there's one thing like pursuing somebody where it's just like, how does that look? Because I don't think I've ever actually done that.
That's why I got to the weird part where I was about to give my number, and I was like, is this weird? Yeah. Like, what I would do is like, here's my number. Call me if you want. Then I just bounce, so it's not awkward. You know what I mean? But then it leaves it in their hands. You're not asking for their number, you know?
It leaves it in their hand, but it also gives them the burden because they're like, fuck, I got to tell this guy now that I actually enjoyed coming in and talking to.
Yeah, exactly.
Either yes or no.
See, it's an awkward position. This is why you almost shouldn't do it.
Yeah. Well, you almost got to be friends. You got to like almost make friends with them first. Like that kind of like not real friends. No, you got to be fake with them. No, but like you have to see how comfortable they are and like let them like it's in their hands the whole time, and like you got to vibe with that.
Yeah.
Life advice with Mark and Chris. Hey guys, maybe don't flirt with your barista or server.
Unless they initiate, maybe.
Yes, and that's the thing. And that's a whole skill of actually reading the room and knowing how to talk to people and looking at their body language and what they're actually into, which is a skill most people who hit on servers and versas do not have.
No, they're goal-orientated.
Yes.
That might work in the real world or your business life.
Yeah.
It doesn't quite work in the restaurant pursuing the poor waitress trying to do her job.
I had a barista get another barista to bring a "will you want to go out with me" note to one of the butchers when I worked at a butcher shop. So they came over and she's like, "Oh, this guy likes you." And it was like in a Pokeball. These guys, like, I was a little bit older, and like these people were like in their early 20s. I was like, "Oh God, they're goddamn children." Yeah. But it was literally like a Pokeball with like a question of like, "Oh, what's up?"
What? Like, do you like me?
Basically,
yes.
essentially.
No, like a little checkbox.
And she came and like giggled and ran away, and we roasted the shit out of that guy. And he was a handsome guy. But that's why it was funny, because it was almost like he was clearly like, he looked like a tall young fucking who's that gangster fucking jazz singer, Frank Sinatra. He looked like that, like same haircut, piercing blue eyes. Like I think he actually models right now.
Oh, damn.
Cool guy. Shout out to Andrew.
Yeah, fuck. Do you have his
number?
number?
Shout out to the homie.
Can
I do have his number.
Thanks.
But oh man, like it was so funny, and like it actually happened. But that was a weird one too, because that was like the weird shop boys versus the shop girls, you know? Oh, the coffee girls versus the meat boys.
Well, I guess the moral of that story is, if you want to get rosebudded, then give your number away.
Yeah, that's the key. That's what I would do. I would just say Rosebud. Yes, no. That's the only no I'm going to give my barista, because that's how you know if they're so committed, if they're into that sucio, that deep, dark, nasty stuff.
Then you know it's real.
It's true love right there.
Okay. Well, I think cheers to that.
Cheers to that, buddy.
I think that's it. I think you could take that lesson home with you and apply it to your everyday life.
So what are our lessons? Don't hit on service staff unless you or they are willing to rosebud each other.
Exactly.
That's the Hundy Thou advice.
Now take that with you and do what you will.
To your prolapse butt.